So hello students, I guess you are fit and fine at your place. Yes? So let's start today's class. Okay students? So students, I have something for you. Okay? So let's see what I have. So students, firstly identify the name of a monument that is you can see in front of your screen. Yes? Write it down your answer. Have you ever visited to this place? Yes. This is a Taj Mahal, right? One of the monument in the seven wonders, right? So students, at which place it is? Do you know? In which state and which city? Yes, it is in Agra, right? And which state, students? Yes, it is in Uttar Pradesh, in UP, right? Have you ever heard about it? UP, right? Agra, and we have a Taj Mahal. So students, those students have visited to these places. Have you ever visited to the daytime or night time? Okay, daytime. So have you ever gone in the night time? No. So students, if you think if you visited in the night time, do you see it properly? No. Okay, let's see. So let me tell you a story. Okay, I have some story for you students. So see, one day Swati was playing with her doll. Okay, so Swati is there in our class, right? So she was playing with her doll. She wanted to change her doll clothes because she know that my doll is my best friend, so she wanted to change her clothes. She went to the another room, okay, for changing the clothes, right? She went to the another room to take out her clothes. So students, later on, but she is not able to see anything there. Why she is not able to see anything in the room? Why so it is happen? Students, what do we think? Why she is not see anything in the room? Is there any something? Yes, ma'am, there is no, ma'am, there is all around dark. Yes, dark. It should be dark room, right? There is no sunlight is there reaching to that room. Yes. And what about others? Ma'am, there is no bulb. Okay, no bulb is there. That's why she is not able to do. Okay, ma'am, there is no light. Okay, very good students. So who said no light? Yes, students. Okay, very good. So light is our topic of discussion. That's why there is no light in the room, because we can say that the sunlight, we get sunlight from the sun. So that purpose, that's why in the daytime we are not able to switch it on the bulb, because we know that everywhere is light there of a sun, so we not switch it on the switches of light, right? So but in the dark time, at the time of night, so we have to switch the light with the help of electricity, right? So then you will able to see the materials which is surrounding you, right? So this is our topic of discussion which we are going to discuss, that is light. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about light. So what is light, students? Let's see. So light is a form of energy. What is that? Light is a form of energy that help us to see an object. So that way you able to find it out what is light, and you will able to do it the activities which is regarding of a light. It helps us to see an object which is in front of you, back, side, right? So that way you able to see all the objects in. So see, one of the important example, that is in sunlight. So during the daytime the sun rises, and after sunset we are not able to see the things which does not have light. So that's why we use the bulbs, tube lights, to see those objects in the dark, right? So see, I pasted an image where the bulb is glowing. So this is the symbol where the bulb is glowing. So there is a light is coming out from this. So let's see, during the sunlight, during the daytime, we have a day and night. And also when we talk about sunset, all beautiful places like Taj Mahal, water parks are being closed, right? Because at the beautiful places, Taj Mahal, water park are being closed after the sunset, because we know that the beauty is not reflected at the time of night properly. The people are not able to see all the monuments properly and clearly, their designs, yes, their beauty. So that way they are closed, right? And you can see the water parks. Have you ever visited to the water parks? We usually go in the night, but we go mostly at the daytime, because as we can say, in the water park we have water. So whenever you swim at the time of day, you can able to see the things properly, but at the night it is very difficult to see it properly, because there is no light is coming out from the water. So that's why we usually go in the water parks in the daytime. Okay, let's see students, few more objects. When the light falls on an object, it reflects the back. So it is important line. When the light falls on object, it reflects back, then you able to see it. So see how it is happening. So if let's see, this is your sun, right? Okay, this is the sun. Now students, this is your ground. As you can see, the greenery. How you can see this greenery? Basically students, we have a process, like whenever light falls here, okay, whenever lights come here from the sun, it being reflected back to your eyes. So they get reflected to your eyes. So suppose this is your eye, right? So these are the rays which is coming out from the sun, right? So then you can say the rays are being first strike at this place, and then it goes to reflected to your eyes. So that way you will able to show those objects with the help of light. Okay, so see, the reflected light reaches to your eyes, we are able to see an object then. So this is one of the diagram which I have drawn it on the whiteboard also, and this is one of the, you can see. So that means students, you able to see it more clearly and see it how it's going to be reflected, and what is the process that you will see it, the light in your objects in your daytime and nighttime, how it is happening. Okay, now students, come forward. Now you have to think of this question: how is light very important part of our life? So if we don't have any light, students, will you able to see anything? Suppose if we don't have light in the dark, will you able to do your work? Will you able to eat, read, write anything? No. Will you able to do your studies? No. Will you able to do other important parts? Yes. Situations which are in front of us? No. Right? Light is very important part of our life, because during the daytime light gets from the sunlight, and if we talk about during the dark time, we take it out from the electricity that has come out as a bulb and tube lights. So these are the other sources, torch, candle, right? So these are the sources of light we get from there. Okay, so let's see. So one of the filling the blanks is there. So read the statement, students, then you're able to understand more clearly. Okay, then give me the answer in the comment box. Ramesh is not able to see an object in the dark due to dash presence or absence of light. What do we think that he is not able to see an object in the dark? Because of there is a light or because of there is no light? So students, presence means or absence means, let me tell you, presence means there is light, yes, there is light is present, and for absence means there is absent of light, there is no light. Okay, so you have to tell me. Ramesh is not able to see the object in the dark due to which condition? Is the presence or absence? Yes, very good students, because of absence of light, because there is no light there, so that's why we can say that. So this absence is a correct answer for this. Okay students, so match out your answer. Do you get the same answer or not? Okay, now students, we have another question. Objects, you have to identify the name. What kind of object is there? First we have a torch, right? Let's see second what we have. We have a book. Next, let's see, now we have a, yes, we have a comb, right? Okay, let's see one more. At last we have a candle, right? So students, these are the few images and objects are pasted out for you to identify the names. As you identify, it's very correct. Now students, let's come forward. So we have an activity related to them only. Okay, so what is the activity? You have to group the objects, so you have to sort out these objects and tell me the reason. Okay, so see, these are the some objects and I pasted one of the picture of a table, so you have to sort it out. So students, we can see that sun, moon, book, spoon, football, rubber, bulb, fairy lights and laser. So students, now you have to think out how you will differentiate these all the objects into two groups. Yes students, we can say that few are giving, we can separate it that few are giving light. So let's we can say this sun is giving us light, right? Moon is does not giving light. Then book, moon does not give light. Book don't have light, right? Then spoon also don't have light. Football, right? Rubber also doesn't have any light. Now we will talk about the bulb. Yes, at the dark time we use bulb to switch it on and then we can able to see. Then fairy lights, yes, we use it. Right, and at last laser also we use, we play with laser light, right? So students, how you will differentiate these two into the group? First we have differentiated according that the light source, right? From there we get light. So first we have differentiate according to the light source, and second we have differentiated that we doesn't get light from them, so we don't get light from them. So uh, that way we differentiate, right students? So what do you think, what we call those objects that we get a light from them, and for the other objects which we don't get light, what we call those objects? Do you know? No, it's okay students. So let me tell you what we call those objects. That is called luminous and non-luminous objects. Okay, so these are the two words which is we are going to discuss. So students, what do you understand by luminous and non-luminous? So you have to tell me, you have to write it down your answer in the comment box. What do you understand by luminous? And second word which we have, that is non-luminous. So students, let's see. Luminous means that objects which giving us light, and non-luminous means which we are does not giving light, right? So let's see how you can define your answer. Okay, so we have luminous objects, those objects which emits light their own, so which they have their own light, right? You can see sun and bulb act as a giving as a light, emitting a light, so that's why we are able to see the objects in the dark. So that is sun and the bulb, right? If we talk about other type which we take, let's take different color students. Non-luminous objects, non-luminous are those, so luminous are those who emits their own light, right? And for this we have sun and bulb. And students, if we talk about at the last the non-luminous, that do not emit their own light, say, so they do not have their own light. Okay, and what is the example students? You can see the book on comb. So these are the example, book and the comb. So students, you have to tell me for the green color you have non-luminous, so you have to choose from them book or torch, which is there, it is luminous and the non-luminous. For the green color, which is the luminous, non-luminous, so yes, book is a non-luminous. And if we talk about torch, torch is our luminous, right? From there we get light. Okay students, now you see one more statement is there. Most of the objects around us are non-luminous, that way we doesn't get light from those objects, we only see them because of light falls on them and get reflected back into our eyes. So that's why we only able to see those objects that is non-luminous. With the help of luminous we get the light, and the light get reflected into our eyes, then you will able to see it. So what do you think students, moon is the luminous or not non-luminous? Do you get a light from the moon? Yes, write it down your answer in the comment box. Here students, you are correct, that is non-luminous, because we can say that why, if moon giving us light, so why we need again the light in the dark? Why not moon is enough as like a sun? So that's why the moon is come under the category of a non-luminous. Okay, because moon doesn't have their own light, right? So that way we can say that it is non-luminous object. Okay, so now you have to tell me the planets are example of, the four options are there, luminous object, non-luminous object, या both A and B. Yes, which is the correct answer? Think about it, the definition for luminous and non-luminous, then you will come to know, does the planets giving us light or not? Then you will able to find it out. So tell me your answer in the comment box. Yes, very good students. So we can say that the planet doesn't give us light. So if there is many planets, if they are giving the light, so that is very useful. But they are non-luminous objects. Okay. So B is the correct answer. Please check it out your answer, students. So now students, we have an interesting activity. Let's see. So first you have to take a paper. So I have taken a paper in front of bulb and torch. Okay. And you can see the light, the torch. You can see the torch or light from them. So you have to tell me, if you take a paper and with the help of torch, will you able to see a light coming out from them? So this is the first step. Okay. Second, you have to put the 2 and 3 drops on this paper. On this paper you have to take a oil. Okay. You have to drop it. So students, I have dropped it and you have to rub it. Okay. Will you able to see what is back of this paper? Yes, clearly it is visible to me, but it is in the back of the paper, right? And if we put on the same portion more oil, the same portion, if you put more oil, you will able to see something. Yes, more clearly we are able to see it clearly, right? So what is happening this? Let's see. These are because of the 2 and 3 objects, kinds of these objects which you can see. First students, we have transparent. So first we have students transparent. Okay. Then we have translucent. At last we have opaque. Okay. So let's see one by one. So those objects which you can see the light, see the things can be seen and light is being passes through it, those are called transparent, like glass, water and air. So see students, this is a glass. So I can clearly see the transparent things that on the other side of this glass, that is very clearly seen to me. So these are the transparent objects. Okay. Next students, we have translucent objects. So the object which the things can be seen but not clearly. Okay. So if I talk about this butter paper, so in the butter paper you can see the things but it is not clearly, it's a blurry, right? So this is the example of a translucent, that is butter paper. Okay. Now students, last, opaque objects. Those objects which cannot pass light through it, those are called opaque objects. So let's see students, if I have this notebook, so I'm not able to see what is in after this in this direction. So because it not able to see the light to pass from this object to other side, so that way it come act as a opaque object. Okay. So book, steel, glasses, metal substances, these all are the opaque objects. Now students, you have to tell me, where do you see these kinds of objects? Okay. You have to differentiate these kinds of objects like transparent, translucent and opaque. So we can see the transparent as a glass, right, in the window. Translucent, if we talk about butter paper or other form of paper that is in a very oily one, not a clearly you are able to see. Okay. And at last we have opaque objects. Opaque we can use as a duster, right? Duster also, and other this. So this is a plastic one, I can able to see that. So this is come out not clearly, it is visible to me. So this is come out as a translucent. Okay. In the plastic also coming out as a translucent. And for the opaque, you can see notebook and duster, pillow, right? So these are the examples we talk about in our surrounding. Now students, you have to match the column. Firstly read it what is there, then we are going to discuss their answer. So read it completely, then you have to tell me what is the answer. Okay. So yes students, if we talk about transparent, so transparent means the objects which are very clearly visible to you, right? So the objects through which you can see clearly, right? So this is transparent. Opaque those which you cannot able to see the objects. Okay, not at all anything. So the object through which one cannot see, not see at all anything. Translucent, you can see the objects, right, but not clearly. And the luminous, which is producing the light. So these are the examples. Very good students. So match out your answer. Now students, let's recap what we have discussed today. We have basically discussed light, right? We have a light, we have a luminous and non-luminous objects, transparent object, translucent objects and opaque objects, right? So students, you have to pick out some transparent things from this picture. So I can see that the glass in the window, it is transparent, right? Sunglasses are also transparent. This water bottle is also without color, and these glasses also. Bubble also, you can see the transparent things. This brown sellotape, you can see the hole is there, you can see transparent only. And the mirror, you are not able to see the things transparent. So these are the few examples of a transparent objects. Okay, so these are the two questions. You have to classify the transparent objects which I have listed below. Okay, and the second, sometimes you are able to see the sun or moon behind the clouds. So what you are able to see the ability of such clouds to emit light. So at that time, what you think, that you get the light or not? And students, at the last we have an activity. So what you have to do, you have to make a row of your friends in the form of ABCD, and one of your friend will going to stand in front of facing you and holding a mirror. Okay, so this is a mirror activity. You have to do it and you have to write it down your answers. So I have taken some questions, so you have to give it and write it down your observation in your notebook. So we will discuss in the next class. Okay students, so thank you. We will meet in the next video.